Hey, don't
I'm
crack
Pam Berry, and I was with the online group, and we have visuals. Whoa. So I hope you understand what I'm about
That
to
taped
tell
like
you.
an embed code, right?
I beg your pardon?
Is that taped like an embed code?
Yes, thank you. That's going to help a lot. I
Y'all
appreciate
missed
that.
out if you weren't in our group, by the way, just so you know.
And Jen Caltrider was our presenter, and I have to tell you off front, Jen let us know that she had worked for CNN, developing blogs and videos.
Well, I was a producer, so
Producer.
I did CNN stuff.
Okay. So that lent some credibility. We figured she knew what she was talking about, so we would all listen.
The online messaging group just said, tell people who you are and why they should care, so.
And I had that course before, that's why I did that. Okay. One of the things that we talked about, and the reason I went to that group was because I wanted to know about online activism and how does that help you? I hear a lot about MySpace, I hear a lot about YouTube, but to be honest, I had no idea how these things were interactive and what they did for you, say in a campaign. And many of you know Jan Martin here in town, who is very successful in running for city council. And I was on her, I guess, and I've been told this is old school, email list. I was on her email list, so I got a lot of her newsletters. And I have to assume, because she was successful, that her newsletter that was online was the way she communicated with people. So I wanted to know just how do you do that and what does that mean and how do you get so many people involved? So that's why I went to the class. Let me tell you, I learned a lot more. I don't know how to use it yet, but I learned it. I learned about web2.com. I learned about RS.
2.0.
Web 2.0, okay. And I learned about software that allows you to do all kinds of things. So I learned a lot of things that I didn't know. I also learned about blogs. I just didn't quite understand, why would anybody sit and write about anything all day? And why in the world would you read them all? I just didn't get the concept about that. So she was real helpful in explaining that and how that becomes online activism. And you reach people who think like you and sometimes people who don't think like you. But she talked about how, and this is the super blog. And how do you get people to look at your blog? That's what this means. You've got people who look. She drew these. I just going to try to tell you what they mean, okay? So what she said is you have this little page on MySpace and you have your picture and you talk a little bit about yourself, your blog, then you have all these friends down here and you have this, oh, the code's way over there. So anyway, you have this little embedded code. Well, with all of this information, what happens is people who think like you or are searching based on what it is they want to find out about that your blog has, then they come and look at your blog, and you can take all this information and you can either do a link or you can do a code. And that code allows you to have your video out there for the world to see, and your hope is this super blog picks up your your video, because then you've reached all these other people. And somehow, oh, you left one of the pages out because she had a graphic about this little person and all these different people.
It's over here. It's right there.
Oh, there it is. You want to make sure you look back. 2004 and backwards, that's old school. That's what we're doing today. Okay? So, one thing, and this was interesting to me too, and she said, when you do these things, she asked herself two questions, and I thought this was interesting, and it's something you can take away, and I try to take away something that I can put into what I do, and something that I understand, and she said, I always think about who's my audience, and secondly, what's my goal? So that's where I've been tonight.